Hey everyone, this is Armored, and this will be the last part of the war that took place in Region 183. The war has actually come to a successful conclusion, we can say. And right now, you can see one of the rallies of Rogue is ongoing on Mr. 857, one of the R4s of Alliance SSI. So this was overall an insane war, and if you have not checked out the part 1 and 2 of the region war in 183, then you should watch them and see what all led to this war. And right now I want to make this last part, like what was the conclusion of this video, and what all they got from this war. And all they got from this war was losing their resources and their troops and nothing else. This is the only thing that these guys were able to get. So eventually Mr. Rogue cancelled a couple of rallies, he rallied a couple of towers, and eventually he was able to break down this tower. And he did actually made the people from SSI retreat. So on the top half of the map, they were able to burn down this tower, and Rogue showed up and he ensured that 857 had to port back actually. And 857 had to call for a lot of reinforcements against Mr. Rogue. So Rogue was actually a wrecking machine during this whole fight, and he was constantly a thorn in the side of the Alliance ZBAA. And ZBAA eventually had to call Mr. Genzo, I believe, yeah. So Genzo showed up later on, even Save Me showed up later on, but he did not fight. He stayed there for a while and he left. And I was unable to capture that fight as well. So yeah, right now here you can see another rally from Mr. 8 Rogue against 857. And the field presence of ZBA Alliance was much better than LWA. So ladies where armaments were unable to save them, and their field battle was quite inferior in comparison to Alliance ZBAA, and this eventually led to quite a stalemate for quite a while. But eventually Mr. Rogue was able to break down the garrison of their team. A couple of rallies were shared to me by the alliance from ZBAA. So the damage was not that great, like it was quite close, quite close in fact. Not too many losses, not too many troops died. For these guys, the losses and the deaths of troops, they do not matter. They are having millions of troops, 15 million, 20 million troops. So if they lose like 20,000, 50,000, 1 million troops even, so this is not something that matters to them. So yeah, like I said earlier, they were able to break down the garrison of Mr. 857. So this is a big win for the team that is LWA, because there was quite a disparity in the strength of both the teams. And eventually Mr. 857 had to port back to defend their tower, and Mr. Rogue finally succeeded in taking the tower from Alliance ZBA. And if you check out the region overall 183, it is built quite in a unique manner. Like a lot of forts are located in the middle. I'm not sure why they are located in the middle. They must have a thinking behind that. And then after a lot of forts, they are in between the alliances. And here we have Alliance ZBAA who showed up, and of course part of that was Mr. NTF. So later on I will show you what the perspective of Mr. NTF, why he made this war. So let's go and check that out as well. So the other thing that I was talking about, I was shared by one of the members of the guy that is named Z. He is from the alliance that was taking part in the war, and he shared a couple of reports. Let me show you a few of them. And he blamed some of these reports that led to the war that took place in this region. And why this war took place. Basically, NTF was actually destroying LWA. Like, this guy is strong. You can see his armaments are maxed out, and the vehicles are insane as well. The riders, and then you got the range squads that he was using against infantry garrison. So overall, ZBAA was ripping them apart. Then he said that they actually sought reconciliation, but the problem was caused by the dude whose name is Strom, and that they expelled the person who did not cause any harm to this guy. And 857 knew all about this, and they are blaming the person named Strom as well. So I'm not sure why he's blaming this guy. Maybe this is some bad blood between the both the guys. And then NDF complained it to the president, and he was not expelled from the region. So this is one perspective. Let me go to the perspective that was shared to me by Mr. NTF himself. Like, it is quite necessary that both the perspectives are shared. He said that I did not film it, and then the leader called him by phone, and he said that take the lead, you are the winner. And eventually NTF was given the presidency, and then he kicked out Strom, and he eventually wanted to burn him up, but he ran away from the area. And then he spoke to his friends in SSI, and he was told that congratulations, Mr. President Donald Trump, and he was made Donald Trump of Region 183. He really inspires, like, he aspires to be like Mr. Donald Trump. He wanna make Region 183 great again. From Sahara Desert, he want to make it Dubai Desert. And then he said that the Doomsday community would know they expelled him, and then he took the presidency. Like, a lot of expelling is going on, just like the terrible commentary I'm doing. And then he told thank you to his friend and best friend BFF, Mr. 857, the Red Cat. And I said, okay, I will update your perspective as well. So this is pretty much the perspective of Alliance, that is, or the region 183's Alliance ZBAA, or Mr. NTF himself. And right now, if you can go to region 183 and select the Alliance 8, what is the Alliance, like 183 and Alliance LWA. So Mr. NTF is now the president, the guy Z is the R4. Previous president L Prince, he is no longer a prince, he is a cat who is jailed. So he is behind bars now, right? And then a lot of people have been demoted, and it seems like it is no longer a democracy, and it is obviously a dictatorship. And dictatorship is ended. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the perspective from the overall culmination of the war. Let me show you a couple of clips from the war that you were watching, so you can enjoy some of the wars and enjoy the show, because eventually the wars were quite interesting, to be very fair. A lot of whales did port in, so let's enjoy some of the wars now. So let's get down to the business. Here you can see one of the towers that is being held by Mr. 857. It is getting swarmed down by Mr. Rogue and his companions, and eventually this tower did fall. And the moment this tower fell, like, some of them had eventually moved back. Like, it seemed like this was over for the Alliance ZBAA. Most of them had actually moved back, and they had bubbled up. So it did seem like these guys were about to give up. Although Mr. 857 kept on fighting along with a couple of whales that had ported in from SSI. So here you can see a lot of these guys have actually gone away from the area of the fight. So such was the pressure of Mr. Rognaldo. And this was the alliance that was burned down by ZBA yesterday. Couple of farm alliances, it seemed. So yeah, this was the state. Like, the tower fell and these guys were being pushed back. And as soon as the tower was cut off, it had exposed some of the bases One of the examples is in front of you, 140 million might account with about 700 million kill points. And as soon as he got swarmed, he bubbled up. And then 857 and the other Chinese guy, he tried to be proactive and did not port back. And this guy was getting swarmed down by Mr. Rogue. Another one of the examples where he did go all in to try and help out the Alliance LWA. And as soon as he went out for swarm, both these guys, 857 and the other Mr. Squirt. So Squirt was always there, squirting on the squads of Mr. Rogue. And this guy on the right side, he bubbled up. And look at him, 222 million might. And this guy again was using a couple of emojis to taunt Mr. Rogue. He cancelled his bubble and then Mr. Rogue again went for a swarm. So this swarm was eventually cancelled because again 10 squads from the two other players, they showed up. Definitely Mr. Rogue was alone and he was having a difficult time. And later on they built up one tower and that tower was rallied by Mr. 857 using his chassis and Felix, and in the defense they had Mr. Haiti with his Stella and Mr. Thunder Peterson, a terrible, terrible pair in my opinion. And despite Mr. Rogue trying to cut down this rally, he was unable to do so, and this tower was demolished even before it could be completed. So right now here you can see some of the like squads from LWA are chilling inside the battlefield. They are standing and doing nothing. Meanwhile, ZBAA was able to kill down all these squads and send them back. So here 857 and his friend Mr. Squirt, they both killed down the tower and Mr. Rogue was unable to hold on to the tower. It did seem like this he was extremely handicapped in this particular fight. And yeah, definitely I typed that down because I was quite sleepy at that time. And then later on, Mr. NTF, he showed his report. The trade was terrible, terrible for the defending side. Mr. 857 had 1.1 million loss in comparison to the 12.6 million loss on the side of the defender. And his beast did actually do amazing amount of work. So the latest update is that Mr. Jinzo from Alliance SSI, he has shown up. So a number of whales have ported in order to support Mr. 857. Where is Mr. 857? Right here. Because it seems like Mr. 857 is unable to contain one rogue. So I believe this war will go on because a number of whales have actually ported in order to support the cause of SSI 857 or Mr. NTF, whatever you want to say. But from what I know or I understand, it seems like Mr. Safety, he will also come up, and then a number of whales from SSI will show up, like Ace, Toto. So it does seem like that this war is going to evolve into a huge conflict. Or it could be just me making things up. But from what I know and I've seen over the course of all the previous regional wars, this is something which has happened over the course of all the previous wars that have happened. I know as much as about Rogue that he's good friends with Mr. Save Me. So most likely if he sees that his friend is in trouble, so he will show up. So yeah, it is funny to see that Mr. 857, despite being so strong, is unable to contain one Mr. Rogue. So I could say that Mr. Rogue is the undisputed heavyweight champion of regional wars. That is for sure.